The first thing I want to do today is put on a thin, even coat of this magic white, liquid white. The last time I did, I was trying to put some clear on. I must have had some of this white stuck in here. Right. Put it on generously and then wipe it back off. Look down the side of the canvas to see where it's covered. It'll be shiny in those areas. So you can put on too much of this. Pretty easy to put on too much. You have to be real careful. The same as not having enough. So the whole purpose of this is just to make the blending a little bit easier. So I'm just going to bolt this thing to the wall. It's hard to get it to stop moving. Easel. Today I'm using a 16 by 20 inch canvas. After you get this liquid white on, you can check it with your fingers, which I'll do. But then of course you'll have white paint all over your fingers. Just so you get fingerprints, let me show you what happens if you have too much on. Well, I don't have too much on, so I can't. Hold on. I'll get some out of here. That would be too much. And those would be just right. Yeah. Now I got fingerprints all over everything, including me. Get rid of these. Okay. Make sure you clean your brush, because apparently I didn't last time. I went to put on some liquid clear. Didn't hurt anything, but I don't know how long the brush had sat with that paint sitting in it. Probably not too long, a couple of days anyways. Didn't dry out. So I'm going to wipe it out really good with a rag first, so that it all doesn't end up contaminating my paint thinner. Clean the brush with odorless thinner. I have a containment bucket that I knock this off on. Even though it's pretty clean now, when I'm all done, I'll clean it again, just to make sure we don't have the same problem I had last time. All right, you can see that I'm using palette paper from last time. It's all dry, so it's not going to hurt anything. I have titanium white, ivory black, Prussian blue, Lisram crimson, sap green, little Van Dyke brown, yellow ochre, and cad yellow. A little bit of red over here in case I need it. A little bit of black, I don't know, Prussian blue. Just throw stuff up here. Any which way, a little bit of brown. Add a little background foliage, doesn't matter what colors. Blue, brown. Nothing special here, just throw them in. Something like that. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what might be up in here? Pick up any of your dark colors, just throw them in here. A little blue, a little black. You're not trying to get a look, you're just trying to get it on here. Okay. Oh, I don't know, a little sap green. Maybe a little alizarin crimson just for the heck of it. Different colors, different colors. All right. That's a hot mess, huh? Maybe some tree branches coming down here. I don't know. That's my background color. We'll just keep adding things to that. We're not trying to make this. Don't try too hard. Just throw color in there. Sap green, alizarin crimson, Van Dyke brown, Prussian blue, ivory black. Just throw it all in. Tree fan brush. Right into the yellow. I don't know. Work these in. Just little indications of something. Maybe a little red too. It's fairly abstract looking stuff going on here. A little red. Just throw it in, throw it in. I don't know. Let's walk this around a little bit. Those. You wipe that brush. You wipe it off. I'll just keep cleaning my brush. Get into some yellow here. More yellow. Mix with those colors that are there. Okay. Yellow here. Why not? Let's do this. Let's clean that off. A little ivory black. A little darker underneath here. Who knows? If it looks like a mess, it's probably right. All right. Let's leave that like that for now. This is going to be a forest. You know, Mike, you about lost your mind. It's going to be a forest. Little steel color. Little titanium white. Pull that over here. Black. Russian blue. I don't know. Maybe a little crimson. What the heck? See what that looks like. Leave it marbled. Maybe a little more white here. Leave it marbled. I don't know. Let's put some kind of a mountain thing here. Yeah. Work that up. It's all marbled. Leave it like that. A little more white in that mix. A little more white, a little more white. All the way up here. Just drag that down. A little bit here. Something. Stand back and look at this. Too straight, jaggedy. Yeah, that's better. You can paint break right there. Something like that. Yeah, good. I think here, break up the color a little bit of crimson in here. Why not? Go along with the rest of the colors I have here. Some dark. Just get some dark on here. some bumps. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow, maybe a little white here. More white. Come here. Maybe light just hitting there. Just striking that white. Like that. I want to keep this darker back here. Push that up a little bit. Yeah, like that, like that. A little dark here too. Trying not to be symmetrical. All right. Well, let's take a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Maybe a little black. Dark color, black. Van Dyke brown. Maybe. Let's do this. Yeah, get some paint on the paintbrush. You know, I might just not, I might have to go to another brush. These things have anything here? Yeah, I'm trying to work some branches in here. Little trees. This brush, I get some. And you know what? Let's do one here. Well, let's not get them all symmetrical looking here. It happens sometimes. Trying not to. Let's put another guy here. Some branches on them. Maybe branches on these guys too. Why not? I'm using a fan brush, but you don't have to. Just something that sits in the background there. Ivory black, Van Dyke brown, and dark colors. This to be a little darker. I can't really see him. All right. Kind of looks like my foresty theme there. Okay. I got two brushes going, one for the dark, one for the light, so I have to keep cleaning them. A little dirty brush color. Dirty brush. Let's throw some stuff in here. That's just a dirty brush. Cleaned off right here. Just get a little background in here. Keep it flat, something like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow ochre, white, maybe a little more white. A little, it's not thin enough. Add a little liquid white to that. I'm going to just put in ripples here. Ripples. Like I got this water coming down through here. Just a little water. Water here. Through the forest. Keep reaching down for some of that liquid white stuff here. Let's do this. All right. So, let's do this. Make sure you got enough paint. I think a bit more water here. I want to make sure that I have enough underneath here. Like that. A little more water here. And you know what? I think let's do this. Let's take some of that white. Some of that white. Yellow. Let's do this. Some of the dark. Go up this way. Then we'll make a reflection in the water there. This white. Kind of make that the same color. All right. A little reflection in the water. So let's put a dividing line here. Maybe with some blue. Wipe this out. A little blue, Prussian blue maybe. Let's go right here. A dividing line there. Something like that. I'd like to see if I can pull this down a little bit. Make water. Right like that. Trying to get a reflection going here. Get a reflection going here. All right. A little more dot right back there. Like it starts way back there. Okay. Now, if I can get some white, you wipe this out. I'm gonna get a little white and Prussian blue. I'm gonna put it in between. Wipe this out. I could probably have 3 fan brushes going. white here. A little Prussian blue. That's nice. Maybe even whiter, even more. Real light. Let me add some liquid white to that. Some ripples in here. White. Prussian blue. A couple of ripples here. Just jump them around, jump them around. Make sure it sticks. Lays flat, lays flat. Come through here. Something like that. Maybe a little darker. Maybe a little darker. White. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That'll stand out better. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, a little more blue. A little more blue. Yeah, that's better. Right across that rock, maybe. I lost some of my reflection. Let's see if I can get it back here. Pull that down. Okay. Go across. Water. Water. Okay. Now, I think, let me do this. I'm not seeing my water line as well as I'd like. Maybe a little bit more. Kind of right here. Water line there. Okay. Now, how about I take that darker color here. Dark color. Dark. Maybe. Let me pull this down further. See, that makes that look more like a reflection now. Right into the water. The rock. Okay, something like that. And take some of the highlight color. I'll see if I can just put a little dab here. Right down through here. Right. Something like that. Like my, good to have my highlights here. And my dark the other way. Pull some of that right over the rock here. White. Maybe some light coming through here. Something like that. Maybe over here too. Just peeking through. Peeking through the trees. Peeking through. Something. Okay. One almighty mess going. I'm going to take this kind of dirty colors I have here. Bring this out a little bit further. think I'd like to do my dark colors, brown, black, Prussian blue. I think I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring another tree, kind of right here, something like that. Just so that I can bring my ground down a little bit more. And I'm going to take my lighter color with my white. Let me take my lighter color here, maybe some rapids or something right here, a little bit more than what I've got going. Right into that, something like that. Something like that. All right, let's do this. We'll take some of our dark sap green, I don't know, alizarin crimson, dark. Some of my dark stuff here. Even darker. Scoop some of that up. Pile here. I need a rag here to set this stuff on. Blue. Sap green and light brown. Bushes, maybe some bushes here. I don't know. Any which way. Just throw some color in here. Like that. Something like that. Maybe a little bit of I don't know. The sun's coming through here. Maybe it's tapping that right there. Tapping some of this. Right on the edge. Right on the edge. Okay. I want to bring this a little further down. A little further down. Maybe different colors here. Something like that. Oh, I think let me get my fan brush with my yellows. Pull some of this. Pull some of this right into the water. A little dirty. Yellow, blue. Something like that. Stray hair. The new brush. Yeah, that looks good now. Flatten this up just a little bit at these rapids here. Where's all the hair coming from here? my rag. Some blue, like the blue. Let's do this. Let's do this. That might be reflections. How about if I put a rock? I put a little rock there, why not? A little playing around. How about, I don't know, black, brown, dark colors. Put a rock right here. That's good. I must have got something. This is awfully wet. I don't think I got anything in there. All right, rock right there. Just throw this over here. White, yellow, ochre. Just throwing it over here. Like that. And I think what I'd like to do, keep my blue in the foreground here. Maybe a little bit of brown. I don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's even better. That's even better. Put a little brown in with that. Streak it. Let's do this. Take our dark color, black, blue. Let's just do this right through here. Walk it right up here. Some brown. Brown in that. Take this right down to the water. I want that to be right here. Something like that. Take a little darker at the base. Yeah, I like that. A little darker. Now, let's take our brush and if it's not too dark here, and reflect that. Try to match it as much as I can. Reflect that, pull that right down. Reflect that into the water. Like that. Oops, straight. Just a little peak right here. And then it goes off into here. Like that. Pull these down. Pull this down. Come across here. Like that. Maybe a little darker there. Let me think. Let me look back. Fill this in. Stand back and look at that. Make sure I'm not doing something crazy I don't want to do. Before I lose too much of this here, let's do this. like that. Stretch this out. Water. Right through here, like that, water. Yeah. And Van Dyke brown. Ivory black. Fill some of this in here. A little bit more uneven. Let me just fill it in first. See, I'll stand back and look at it. See where I want some trees or shrubs, or if I want more water in there. It's kind of symmetrical, so let me fix that. I like this water here. Going right through there. A rock here. Like that. Because I need to put some. I need to put some darker areas underneath here. I think that there has to be a reason for these rapids, right? There has to be a reason. And maybe something here. Something here. Finish filling this in here from that rock. All right, now I'm thinking maybe a little bit slightly bigger rock here. Something like that. All right, now, so I'm making a steel color, which is a little white, blue. I'm going to pull a little bit right down through here, face of this rock, and then some down through here, like that. Maybe the shadow side, so a little bit right here. Something like that. And I took too much out here. Let's put some of that shadow back in there. Like that. This right here. Paint break right there. Okay. Now. Let's take some of that shadow color, put a water line in here. A highlight color, I mean. Just put a little bit of underneath here, like that. Pull that out into the water a little bit. Cove or something, a little thing of water right there. Push that down a little. Like some branches maybe hanging down. Sunlight peeking through here. like that. Do this. Yeah. Okay. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Sunshine coming through here. Let's do this. So coming out. I don't know. Could run some water along the bottom there. Or I could just leave it alone, messing with it. How about I have a little bit of, let me get into a little bit of this sap green and some of this yellow. Little sap green, a little yellow. Couple of spots here. Maybe the sun is just peeking, just hitting that. I don't know. A little grass here. Use some grass here. Right up that rock. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make water out of this now. Yeah, that's fine. That's better. Okay, yeah. So now it looks like rapids or something. Let's do this. Put a little blue in that. Through here. Blue and white right through here. I want it darker here. I want this to be dark. Right here. Dark blue. Underneath the shadow, what is all this stuff coming off my brush? Oh, it's a new brush. I want this to be darker. Darker underneath here. As it comes through. Okay. Maybe there's a thing here. Rock, I don't know. can't figure it out. So let me tell you about this trip. You leave Haystack Road and you cross Little River like 3 times. Climb 2,900 feet to get to North Twin Mountain, then South Twin Mountain. Climb down 1,100 feet, less than a mile to get to the Galehead Hut. Go around the back, bag Galehead, back to the hut, back up. So we get back up to South Twin Mountain. It starts to rain. And time we get to North Twin Mountain, we're saturated. When we get here to the river, which was just a couple little streams that we hopped over when we are on our way there, we can't cross. There's somebody on the other side that's trying to get this way. They can't cross. Way, way up here, we see a tree. This tree here, like this tree, laid down across the stream. So he said, let's bushwhack up there. Maybe we can cross up here. So we get up there, tree across the stream, unhook our packs. You leave your packs on, but you unhook everything in case you get dragged into the water. You don't want the pack dragging you down. So this is me and Donna. So we got hold of this log, this tree. We're inching across here. We get to the other side. And she says, well, how far is it to the car? And I said, it's a bit. Bear in mind, beginning of the day, I said it wasn't going to rain until later on. And she's soaked. So I get the look. And I know this look. I owe her now. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. 2 months later when she says, hey, we're going to go out to dinner. You're going to take me dancing afterwards. Before I said anything, my brain went back to this hike. Right here. Like, I said the only thing I could say. Okay. So, got myself into a situation and paid for it. All right, so we're just about finished here. Now you know the story of this entire painting, and you do not want to cross this river in a rainstorm, I'll tell you. All right, well, thanks for joining me.